New users. Newer versions of operating systems are faster. Running apps in the background. Humans continuously send signals into space searching for extraterrestrial life. Aliens who can't block spam calls. Men in the bathroom, or searching for anything indoor. Men recognizing any car or a jet fighter from several miles away. Google after the 20 decillion fine. Please say psych. My head during math exams. Wow, such empty. When you remember mid-meeting that you never hit mute on Zoom. Me reading the rules to find out that I did, in fact, violate them. When the other class has the same test after you. Next year, 2025, quarter of a century. Sit through 2 unskippable 15-second ads. Spend 3 minutes hitting the refresh button until the ads are gone. 1 liter of water normally. 1 liter of water at 3 a.m. When my mother yells at me for swearing but laughs when my younger sister says the F word. Battle Pass. Old mobile games trying to remain relevant. Girls. Men are not loyal. Me and the t-shirt I've been wearing since 1970. Her. Are you sure you'll be able to breathe? Me. Men who are trying their best to grow their beard. Men who are trying their best to permanently remove it. When you have a wedding at 5, but a gang meetup at 6. How I look when I want to take a screenshot, but turn my phone off instead. Your next task is to not mention how dark it is at 5 p.m. for the next 3 months. I still have a week to study. I can play games until tomorrow. There's still 5 days left. Maybe I'll play a few hours. 2 days is still plenty of time to study. Oh no, the exam is today. Me at my job looking for another job. The rats and cockroaches forced to flee from their sanctuary. Asmongold starting to clean his house. What it looks like. What it feels like. How I feel when I forget a word in my native language, but remember it in English. Younger me. Sleep bad, bed bad. Me now at 9 p.m. looking at my bed. Me at work after being called for an interview in another company. Me singing the Lion King opening, the real lyrics of the song, the demon I summoned. Mobile game ad, the actual game. How I sleep in a country that doesn't have daylight savings. YouTube after hiding dislikes for big corporations. My clothes during the day, my pajamas. Toilet seat warm at home. Toilet seat warm in public bathroom. Me getting $50 as a kid. Me getting $50 as an adult. When you finish Googling the mild pain you're struggling with. My death poem. My final will. The current state of the world. Me minding my own business, knowing I'm not making it to the gates. Free trial. Enter your credit card information. When you leave your boy at your grandparents' house for a few hours, just taught the boy how to fire a gun. When it's 2028 and your parents ask you what you want to do with your life. I don't know, I didn't think we'd get this far. Piracy is not stealing. You do not own shit you do not pay for. That one motherfucker sharing entire Shrek movie as GIF. Character exists. Rule 34. You are in luck, my owners are looking for a cat. Great. When you die and your family cannot find a normal picture of you, girls. I cannot believe he did not cry at the Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Boys. Feeling bad for using a browser to download another browser. Parents. You should be saving money for the future. The future. When you install a calculator app and it asks for camera, microphone, and location permissions. Nobody. Southern gas stations. Video game gets funding. Starts development. Gets cancelled. Me. The entire day. Oh my god, I am so tired. I cannot wait to go back to sleep. Me at 3 a.m. I am awake. In an atom, the number of electrons is equal to the number of neutrons, the number of electrons, the number of protons. That sounds sciencey enough to be true. Supermodels and A-list celebrities. The girl who works the night shift at the gas station. You remember your favorite movies you always used to watch when you were a kid. When you Google them, you find out that nobody liked them. Multi-million-dollar realty corporations, national real estate market, people who want to buy a house to actually live in it. I am telling you, I really am a gamer. Okay, then name 30 video games. FIFA. That is on me, I set the bar too low. When I am trying to sleep and someone finally decides to answer the text I sent them 4 hours ago, nobody. How the rest of the world assumes Americans prepare lunch. Drug addiction is not real. I will take cocaine for 30 days to prove it. Gets addicted to cocaine. Gets addicted to cocaine. When you come home to see an empty strap-on box and your girlfriend nowhere in sight. My friend's controller, the one I am borrowing. Air vents in real life. Air vents in movies. Me and my BF. Break up. The dog we adopted together. Which one of you will give me more treats? Eating baked potatoes. Eating deep-fried potatoes. A group of fish is called a school. Americans. When you visit Germany. When Germany visits you. Mistakes I made 5 years ago. Me trying to sleep. How I sleep in my bed at night, knowing full well my sheets are filled with nut. In lawsuit settlement, Google agrees to delete the incognito browsing data they keep about you. The what? Products made by Apple, Microsoft, and Sony every 6 months. The current model. You're weak. The previous model. I'm you. Spanish. English word. L. When you thought the argument was over and you're at peace, but she not. The solar eclipse. Americans for no reason. The rest of the world. Everyone enjoying the solar eclipse. Uncontacted tribes watching the sun go out randomly in the day. People seeing an eclipse in the Middle Ages. The end is near. People seeing an eclipse today now that we know the science behind it. The end is near. Point of view. You use point of view correctly when you are watching the eclipse pass by, and your friend pulls out a weird red stone with a face on it. Teacher, if you are not interested, you can leave my lesson. Student, actually packs up and leaves. Teacher, bro, how you feeling today? Me, husband, I saw someone at the store who looked just like you. Wife, was she hot? Me playing Mario Kart, suddenly go from 2nd place to 9th place in 10 seconds without being able to do anything about it. Server assuming I do not want the $30 change on my $70 order. Me. That one character in every horror movie be like, critical spaceflight hardware. Do not touch. Without a single degree. They built us roads that have lasted an eternity. And then, the engineers arrived, becoming an adult, and realizing you have to work until you die. When you Google an issue for solutions, but you are apparently the only person on the entire fucking planet who has your problem. Food, energy, organism, gas prices. Drop by 3 cents. Dads. Texas mother and daughter were arrested during an undercover sting for giving illegal butt injections, cops say. Looks like they are dipping into the supply a little bit themselves. The genie after I wish for the both us to get goth baddies. Professor, what inspired you to write this essay? Me. The due date, me as soon as mosquitoes are coming back. Weeing before having a shower. Weeing down the plug hole in the shower. Weeing in the bath. Me. Spreads misinformation. Mr. Information. How YouTubers that make their sponsor a separate time mark, or let you know they are about to talk about it so you can skip it, deserve to be treated.